This week on Carolina All Out.
So we're going to try to get a little aggressive and get a little closer to them. I just caught a beautiful giant bird in 2 million plus acres of game lands in North Carolina. Big woods, swamplands.
Sounds like the birds are probably about 150 yards in this little bottom.
I don't even know what to say. Oh, in front of us here. Coming straight up to the J.
Tom's on the Blue Ridge. This is Carolina All Out.
This week, the All Out crew heads to Martin County in the lower Roanoke River Gamelands. Chris has drawn a tag to hunt turkeys on Conahoe Farms. Later in the show, we'll head to the mountains to hunt with good friend Casey Woody and chase those wary toms that inhabit the hollers of Mitchell County. As the morning progresses, the birds stop gobbling, except for one, and Chris decides to make a move to see if he can get close enough to get him to respond.
We've had several birds gobbling this morning, and they've all shut up except for one, and he's still going at it. And he's moved all the way, he moved from way back on the swamp all the way back out here. And now he's kind of moved back this way. And we have no idea, there's a big canal all the way around this field. So it's a good point that he might not even come across this thing. So we're gonna try to get a little aggressive and get a little closer to him. We might be in his wheelhouse before it's over with. We'll try anyway. He's on down this way. He's right there. We gotta get right here. I know he's gonna have to come right through this thing. Maybe get right here. Get off the road. Get off the road a little bit.
The bird responds and is closer than Chris expected, so he quickly moves to find a place to tuck in and wait.
Yeah, well, this man. He sure didn't give us no time, did he? I can't see him right now anyway. Yeah, I see him coming.
Carolina All Out will be right back after these messages. Carolina All Out is brought to you by the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission. Go hunt, go fish, go wild. Agri-Supply, more than just a farm store. Carolina Cooker Cast Iron Cookware, a tradition born in the South. Montgomery Community College, educating since 1967. Farms and Land Realty, selling land is what we do. and by Browning trail cameras, faster, smaller, better. Don't go away, there's more Carolina All Out coming up.
So I'm here with Doug Bessler, who's the Mountain Region Fisheries Supervisor. And where exactly are we, Doug?
We're at the North Carolina Wildlife Resources Commission's Bobby and Setzer State Fish Hatchery, and we're located just outside of Brevard, North Carolina.
Now, why do we need a fish hatchery?
In North Carolina, we are lucky enough that we've got thousands of miles of wild trout waters. And those are waters where trout survive on their own and they reproduce, and our agency only needs to manage those with protective size and creel limits. We've got other waters, however, that by the summer months get too warm and they just do not sustain wild trout fishing opportunities. So we utilize our hatcheries where we stock trout seasonally into these streams and rivers and some lakes, and we provide these opportunities for people to go out and catch and harvest trout, or just to catch and release trout for large parts of the year.
When we're talking out and about with sportsmen, they're always asking where their money goes. This facility is actually funded by some of these monies, right?
Yeah, this agency, the staff, and all the production gets funded directly by those excise taxes and through direct license sales. And our agency also gets some money from the North Carolina legislature. So it costs us just a little over $1 million a year to raise all these trout, and it returns $383 million to the state. So that's quite a return on investment. So we think it's a pretty good program, and it's been extremely popular. It's been the mainstay of our trout management program for over 70 years.
For more information about trout fishing, go to the website at the bottom of the screen. The bird responds and is closer than Chris expected, so he quickly moves to find a place to tuck in and wait.
Yeah, he sure didn't give us no time, did he? I can't see him right now anyway. Yeah, I see him coming. Yeah, I see him. I shot him too far away. Go. Where'd he go?
He's flying.
Yeah, I see him. He's getting. Why did I shoot so far away, dude? I don't know what I just did. I just shot. Why did I shoot that bird so far away? I'm gotten away with here. I had the most perfect setup coming. A bird was coming to me, and I lost my mind just then. I don't even know what to say. I'm sick as I can be right now. I just want to throw up. I've never done that. I just want to cry. This is Gamelands, big woods, swamplands. This is the lower Roanoke. I don't want to be over dramatic about it. I really don't. But that was a nice bird. Ah, that's turkey hunting. I've kind of gained my composure now after all that went down. I have to apologize. I don't usually get upset about turkeys, and I really wasn't upset about this one. We're going to check the gun out a little bit later. I have not prepared like I should. There's no fault to the gun, to the sight, or anything like that. If it's off, it's because I didn't do the preparation that I needed to. So that's a lesson for everyone. We're hunting on the lower Roanoke, so what you have is a lot of water around here, and the river is on its way up, so there's going to get even more water in here. But what you can see right here is a road bed. Now, the Wildlife Resource Commission maintains all this. We've got a field behind us. There's a beautiful roadbed on a kind of a high ridge that runs back into the swamp. This bird had to have come down this road. So the way we're going to look at this thing, I'm not expecting to be able to get another shot of this bird. I might have burned him pretty good. I'm not sure yet. So we're just going to go back and do a little check-in to see what kind of signs back there.
And we might be right back here tomorrow morning because there's got to be more than one bird. It wasn't the only one that was around here. So we could be right in the middle of birds right here again tomorrow morning. So we're gonna go check it out now. Well, we can see, we kind of run to the end. You can see there's a lot of water through here. Now there's a chance that he could have been right there. It sounded about like where he was at, and he pitched down here and then started walking. I'm not going to push it too much further back in here. It's just no sense in getting wet, but it's beautiful. And if this water is coming up, I mean, it's going to push the birds probably closer to the fields. So I'm excited. I'm going to go back after it again. We talked about it this morning. I might have shot a little bit far. I've done a lot of thinking about this. It's just tore my nerves up. I can just be very honest with you about it. But I'm going to put these earplugs in, and we've got a target down here with my rendition of a turkey head at 30 yards. We're just gonna give it a try and see. It's kind of a medium point just to see how far off we are. I might step it back to 50 just to see what we got at this point, but I'm very curious to see what this thing does at this distance. So here we go. Oh yeah, it shot. A lot of that pattern went over here. So this gun is shooting a little bit over this way. That's concerning. Looking not bad here. I might be just a tad bit low. I can make maybe a little bit more adjustment, but I'm gonna be good because that was a lot better than where it was originally way over here. So we've got it dialed in. Do prepare before you go into this next season.
There's more Carolina All Out coming up. The All Out crew has been experiencing some hardships on the lower Roanoke River Gamelands as Chris missed a beautiful mature bird that was coming to his call.
I shot him too far away. I had the most perfect setup coming. A bird was coming to me. That's turkey hunting.
Now the birds have developed a severe case of the lockjaw. So with his 3-day tag running out, Chris packs up and heads west to Mitchell County to meet up with Casey Woody of Blue Ridge Outfitters. Casey is a native son of the Appalachians, fishing and hunting there throughout his childhood. After finishing college, Casey headed out west and started guiding for elk and mule deer, eventually learning the craft of video production. Bringing his experience back home to the mountains of North Carolina, Casey started Blue Ridge Outfitters and offers hunts for bear, deer, turkey, and fishing trips for trout and smallmouth, as well as bow fishing, hiking, and horseback riding. Casey has a few birds he's been keeping tabs on, so the boys spend time running ridges and utilizing the landscape to help them maneuver around big toms that call Mitchell County home.
He's up on the hill. He's doing exactly what he's supposed to. I can see 2 hens. I can't see them. We set up this morning, and the birds weren't quite, as always, in the right place. So we've hiked up here to the top of the mountain. Casey's trying to see over the side there. This is one of those places where lots of pasture, lots of woods, and birds can move around all day long. So we're just playing cat and mouse right now. It's beautiful in these mountains. I'm already out of breath, like twice. But we're gonna keep on hunting them and just see if we can stay in front of them at some place. And when we do, maybe we'll get a shot. Looks to be 2 to 3 gobblers. He saw the hens. I didn't see them. Could be coming up that draw.
Baby, easy, baby.
All right, Chris, it sounds like the birds are probably about 150 yards in this little bottom. So
Okay.
I think what we can do, maybe we can get set up in this little clump of trees right here. I'm gonna put one decoy right here. I'll probably put the hen out here, and then I'm gonna put out the jake right down here. They could skirt us and go down this bottom road. If they do, hopefully that jake will bring them up, but hopefully they're gonna come right out this road right here. That's gonna be the plan, so we'll see.
Turkey feathers all over the place. That'll work. Right here.
More action coming up after these messages.
Hey everybody, Chef Chad McIntyre with Appetite for the Outdoors. Today we're going to do a nice little easy appetizer or main meal, some turkey bites. So you season the turkey ahead of time. We're going to do a little bit of Moss's seafood breader and in the deep fryer and the Carolina cooker double fryer. So let's go ahead and get started. First, going to do a little salt and pepper on the turkey. The turkey's been cut up into about 2-inch by 2-inch pieces, and then we're going to bump it up a little bit, put a little bit of hot sauce on this before we kind of put some gloves on and start mixing this all up. Here we've got our oil preheated to right at about 350 degrees. And we're going to do these in batches. You don't want to kind of flood this out and crowd the basket out. We're going to do a light dredge on the seafood breader. Kind of shake a little bit off here. We'll put it in a basket, and we're going to drop these down. You want to make sure this is covered. And we're going to give these about 4 to 5 minutes in the deep fryer right here to where they get really golden brown and start to kind of pop up a little bit. We're going to go ahead and move these over to a plate with paper towel or a paper bag on there to kind of help pull some of that hot grease out of there. You want to let them cool off just a little bit, but you definitely want to serve them a little on the warm side. We're going to do ours with a little bit of a dipping sauce. It's the Southern Sunshine grilling sauce from Carolina Cooker. And as always, it's great to take wild game in the outdoors, but it's even better when you can incorporate it into a meal.
They heard that, so we'll see. I got a hen coming in behind us. Yeah, I'll see him. They're on down on the road a little bit further down. It sounds like they're going to come on down the road. I just heard him down there. I think they're just stuck down there in this little field. They split off of the hens, so we'll hang out here for a little bit. That cow's leaving, it's good, so we'll just kind of hang out. The only way we'd really miss them is if they go back the way they come. So if they'll sound off every 20 or 30 minutes, we'll stay here another half hour or so, and hopefully they'll come back toward this way.
See what's going on up here.
Yeah, if we can just get them inside of the decoys, I think these gobblers will come in. I think all the hens just split off of them pretty much right there, so.
Right in front of us here. Coming straight up to the jay. Casey, you want to shoot that bird?
Awesome. Hey man, thanks for the handoff. Thanks for the handoff. Oh my goodness. I didn't know if it was gonna work or not.
I know it. And they came in a place that turkeys are always going to do. They didn't come down either roadbed. They came straight through the woods. So how about that? Two nice birds.
It is. That works, man.
That's good. Two birds on the ground, hunting in the mountains of North Carolina. Awesome. Well, let's go down there and pull these birds up and show everybody what they look like. How about that? Yours went down the hill just a little bit further, didn't it? That Jake did the trick, though.
It did.
They did not care anything about the hen. They came straight to him.
They don't like the little boy, that's for sure.
They don't like the little boy. They're going to show.
I'll go grab mine and bring him up.
All right. Looky here. Mountain bird. Look at that. Dang, spurs ain't bad on them either. Casey's got a...
I got a bird with spurs and a beard, but I don't believe he has everything in the rear section.
Well, you know, he was a brawler.
I think he was.
I think he might have been the fighter out of the bunch. My guy was the strutter because he came out there and strutted there a little bit. He's got a very interesting. I love turkeys for this coloration stuff. You know, each one is so different. Guys, if you want to come to the mountains of North Carolina, you got to see this guy. Casey Woody has got it going on with Blue Ridge Outfitters up here in Mitchell County. Beautiful lodge. We're going to be showing you all about that, and he's got a great ground. I mean, you can see the ground is beautiful. It's hunting just like you're supposed to be hunting in the mountains. So come out and see us. We love hunting in the mountains of North Carolina. We love hunting all over this great state. It's who we are and it's what we do. And just remember, our state is your next adventure. Well, it's going to be hard to walk with this bird up in.
Imagine dragging a big deer up there.
Oh, I'm sick. I'm sorry, y'all. I don't really get that upset about a turkey. And I really wasn't that upset, but now I'm just like all to pieces now. Oh, I called one time, he gobbled. I said, we better set up. We set up, and then we see him coming. And then I blow it. I really blew it. Awesome.
Daisy.